One of our favorite sponsors is back with us, Sunset Lake CBD.
Yeah.
If you're looking for CBD that actually does what CBD is supposed to do, look no further than our friends over at Sunset Lake.
Let me break it down.
Break it down, Mel.
They're sustainably farmed, meaning they avoid pesticides and use sustainable farming practices to preserve the land for future generations. 1. 2, farm to table. They ship the CBD products straight from their door in Vermont directly to your door wherever you're at.
Oh, that's cool.
And third party tested. They test everything with a third party to ensure quality, dosage, and safety.
You got to go over and check out sunsetlakecbd.com. They have so many products. Break it down for them, Apple.
Well, they've got some new stuff going on. Like they always had pre-rolls, but now they got really cool packaging for it. And you can get CBD pre-roll flights of all their flavors. You can get the heavy hitter flight that also throws in some of their Keef blunts. They have a new CBD recovery body lotion.
I'm excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other?
The other one with arnica.
The extra strength muscle rub, 3,000 milligram with 5% lidocaine.
So look,
Oh, yeah,
if you're
lidocaine.
sore, this is the stuff you want to rub on your body to make those aches and pains go away. They even have CBD infused coffee, so you can have coffee without the little jitter that you get from caffeine, and you have it in the morning and you start your day off right. Your body feels lubricated. You're going to sleep good.
Yeah, and also they have, if you kind of forget to reorder, they've got subscriptions.
And they're giving the No Simple Road family 20% off.
20% off.
Put
with
in the promo code NSR20 when you're checking out at sunsetlakecbd.com. You're going to get 20% off your entire order.
NSR20.
And don't forget those cute little gummy bears.
That's right. sunsetlakecbd.com, one of our favorite sponsors, is back.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There is a new online resource for helping you find out all about venues before you go if you've never been before.
Pray tell.
It is called Venue Llama.
Venue Llama.
And just in case you didn't know, Llama has 2 L's. Llama tell you about it. It's an online resource that provides live music fans the insider venue info that you need, that you didn't know you needed, but you need it because you didn't know it. A place where fans can quickly rate venues and share venue tips and intel about those places. VenueLlama.com launches in late spring, but we're currently doing a sneak preview for No Simple Road listeners. Head over to VenueLlama.com/NSR. That's VenueLlama.com/NSR to check out the beta version and put your info in there. I know they need reviews for Red Rocks. And
They need reviews for a whole lot of stuff on their site now. They have the whole Widespread Panic tour with all the venues. They have the Fish tour with venues. They have
Goose,
Dead and Company and all the venues. So there's a lot of venues out there too.
So head over to VenueLlama.com/NSR now. Sign up and become a llama head. Yeah, do it.
Shop Tour Bus is No Simple Road's fantastic sponsor of Grateful Dead inspired merch. This is not what you normally see, the skulls, the Berthas, none of that. This is cute little funky pictures told in song.
Or
Songs.
they tell the story.
Tell the story of the song
Yeah.
in picture.
That's right.
And what do they do it on? They do it on hoodies. They do it on T-shirts. They do it on canvas bags. And they have stickers.
Don't
That's
forget
right.
the stickers and the patches.
Nope, stickers and patches. They got it all going on. And you too can get your awesome T-shirt mailed to you in a one-of-a-kind box. It's not just a box. It's actually got all kinds of goodies. Aaron?
Apple.
It's the coolest box. You don't know what you're going to get. You
Tell
get
us
it.
about the box.
Your shirt is like rolled up so tight and perfectly with this twine, and you get a picture. You get a pencil. Some people may get a special bootleg. Yes, a bootleg.
Real bootleg.
Yep, that's been passed around. And then there's going to be all kinds of tchotchkes, candies. You just don't know. So you got to order to find out. Also, they have their new tie-dyes. They just announced like 3 hours ago. Next week, they will be shipping the new wheel tie-dyes with the little bug on it. So act quick. These go fast.
Yeah, they do.
You don't want to be caught without one
And
wearing that old booty shirt on the lot.
It will come to you for free shipping if you put in the promo code No Simple Road, all one word.
So make sure you put in the promo code No Simple Road, all one word. Go to shoptourbus.com or at shoptourbus on Instagram. Check out all the dope shit they got going on. you just got home from work and you're hungry and the family's hungry and you don't know what to make, and somebody says, what do you want to do? I'm going to give you the answer, because that's the toughest question of living on planet Earth right now, is what you want to eat. So I'm going to make it easy for you. If you live in Portland or you live in Denver, you're going to say, let's go to Fire on the Mountain. Why are you going to say that? Because they have the best damn food out there, and it's made with love and intention by other heads. 3 locations here in Portland, 2 locations in Denver. Here in Portland, they've got the Fire on the Mountain Brewing Company. They've got merch. Help me out, Apple.
They've got all their special. I was going to say you better take advantage. Today is the 28th. You only have a few days to take advantage of the April specials, which you just need to go check them out. And then they're going to have all new specials probably in May.
Yeah, if you want to check out the specials here in Portland, you go to FOTM PDX, and in Denver, FOTM Denver. And you can go to portlandwings.com and order yourself some of the sauces. If you're not in one of these locations, you can have a Fire on the Mountain, No Simple Road family, Grateful Dead-ish experience with chicken wings in your own house, and it'll be great. You could wear one of their hoodies or a hat or their
don't
socks.
forget to get some merch.
And if you're local, you can actually go to Market of Choice and go to the hot sauce department, and they have Fire on the Mountain on the shelf.
What?
If you don't want to wait.
Didn't know that.
That's
I
right.
didn't
I've even
either.
got a photo of it.
Boom.
So boom, guys, there you go. Fire on the Mountain.
Hey everyone, Chris Pandolfi from the infamous String Dusters here to let you know that my podcast, Inside the Musician's Brain, is back on the airwaves for season 4, which means it's time once again to get deep with influential musicians from all across the musical landscape to really understand and translate the lessons of success, failure, inspiration, and hard work that are behind the music and the artists that we love. My guests this season include Rachel Price from Lake Street Dives, Sam Bush, Chris Wood, Chris Funk from The Decemberists, Lindsay Liu, MC Taylor from His Golden Messenger, and more. Check us out, and thanks for listening.
We're so excited to tell you a bit about today's sponsor, Music Masters Collective. They are a nonprofit organization that produces unique music events, providing opportunities for fans and artists to meet and collaborate in an inspired and creative atmosphere.
Music Masters Collective events give you the opportunity to learn from world-class musicians like Otil Burbridge, Steve Earle, Richard Thompson, former members of the band, the Milk Carton Kids, Nikki Glaspie, the Fab Four, and Sean Colvin, and so many more.
At an event like the Milk Carton Kids Sad Song Summer Camp happening this July, you can expect immersive classes, evenings of entertainment, excellent food, and a space for a lucky group of folks to learn, co-write, workshop, and perform with like-minded peers, all with the guidance of Kenneth Pattengale, Joey Ryan, and some of their favorite songwriters. This all-inclusive week in the Catskill Mountains of upstate New York is guaranteed to be magical. Scholarships are available and spots are extremely limited, so visit www.sadsongsummercamp.com/simple to learn more. That's www.sadsongsummercamp.com/simple. Check it out.
Avant-garde like that, you would like that. You would like that kind of her vibe. She's amazing.
Well, that's not avant-garde like that.
I am not.
No.
Mom.
You need to get close to the mic, Wayla.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah, right up on it. Like,
All up in the cooler.
Welcome to meeting Mel's mom, everybody. There you go. That was it. We have Sussie with us here in the studio, better known as Wayla. Wayla. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Oh my God, that is so not
Oh my
you. Please.
Mom, you
spare
don't
me.
gotta be shy.
I'm shy.
I'm not shy.
Please be yourself.
I'm not shy. I just don't want to scare people. It's too early, it's too early in the episode.
This is her on-air personality.
That's right.
Okay, we don't know. We don't know.
Thank you, Apple. Thank you,
Yeah.
Apple.
Well, before we do that, welcome back to the No Simple Road Weekly Rewind, produced in collaboration with the Edible Beats out of
The
Denver,
Edible
Colorado.
Beats.
If you don't know who the Edible Beats is, you really should. They are changing the world of food one meal at a time by taking care of the people that work for them, and those people in turn take care of you. And it's a cycle of love and intention. And they have been kind enough to collaborate with No Simple Road and bringing you the Weekly Rewind every week. And this is another episode of that. And here we are. This is Aaron.
When was the last time? This is Mel.
And this is Apple.
But when was the last time you had a dining experience? Not just food brought to your table and you ate it deliciously and went home. Not that.
You mean like the ones you have in my house?
No, not like those.
No.
We're talking about a positive experience.
Wow.
I would say
babe.
Cross his name out for Thanksgiving.
the last time we went to Shalom, y'all, that was a dining experience.
Yeah.
That's what I would have said, but I would have mispronounced it, and Aaron would have been like, "That's not the way you say it."
It's not the name of the
that
place.
is a dining experience. That place.
Yes, it is.
What about you, Mel?
I guess I would have to say that, but I was thinking more along the lines like King Arthur's tournament or something like that, where you go and,
no.
A
and you get like
grandiose-
this incredible experience.
King Arthur's tournaments, like weird greasy chicken and a weird dessert that you eat with
But
your
you don't
fingers.
even the
Throwing
food.
food around.
Yeah,
throwing food
the
around.
food
Yeah,
is
the
not
food
the
is
highlight.
secondary. That
Yes.
was so fun when we did that.
Yes.
That's been a while ago. That was such
What
a
about the one?
blast.
What about the one with the tall hat? What's it called? Oh, I went with Murphy dance. It was crazy.
The tall
With the
hat.
tall hat.
They have this bakers. You know, have the old.
Oh, Dick's Last Resort.
Oh, damn.
Where they make fun of you?
Yes,
And they're rude. Yeah, they're rude.
That guy thought that me and Murphy were normal. He thought, and when they started with their, with their shebang, I'm like, dude,
You don't know who you talking
Yeah.
to.
you don't know who you came to, but you better get to stepping. And this boy was all the way on the other side of the room when we got done. I had to chase him down to give him a tip for being a good boy and not punching me back. Because I tell you what,
Okay.
and Murphy was like, "Dag, Mom, I can't take you anywhere." I'm like, "Yeah,
That's right.
that's
Well, you
like
don't.
that.
I mean,
They're
I've
you're
never seen
asking for it, and they're asking for it in
That's
a place
true.
like that. I always
No, but
thought that
they're-
that'd be a fun restaurant to work in.
No, all I said was, I want this from the menu, and all of a sudden he's got this audacity to just. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, you don't know, you don't be knowing. So yeah, I had to chase him down to give him a tip.
Did you know what you were walking into when you went to that
No,
restaurant?
no,
what it was all about, and them being rude?
Not
Okay,
even.
that's even funnier.
I mean, it was. Well, I was like, whoa, but yeah, but once I got 2-3 minutes after that, I got comfortable.
for those of you that don't know what the hell we're talking about, Dick's Last Resort is a place
In Las
I know
Vegas.
that there's one in Vegas for sure.
Yeah, they have them in several states.
When you go in, they
Treat you like
they
shit.
treat you like shit. You're paying to be treated awfully the whole time you're there. Like they call you names. Like you wear a big paper hat,
Like a
that they-
dunce hat.
Yeah, they draw names on the hat like dipshit, and it's a lot.
Yeah,
So the Edible Beats is the opposite of that.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
opposite.
The antithesis.
We were just talking about experiential dining.
Have you ever had a dining experience where the food was like
The
the
main
thing, and you left there like, wow, that was an experience eating that, being there?
nah.
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 All right. Cool.
I don't easily impress. So I'm sorry. Sometimes people say, well, it's okay.
Okay. All right. Moving on.
That's true.
I
I mean, if you don't got one, you don't got one.
So we have Sussie here.
That's right. We have my mommy in the studio, and it is Mother's Day month.
Mm-hmm.
It is my uncle Louis Magoo, his birth month and his death month. So
And
that's
Apple's-
significant.
It's also Apple's
I was going
birthday
through
month.
that, Apple's birthday month, and I thought it was an appropriate time to celebrate Mother's Day and have my mom come out for a little while since we haven't seen each other in a hot minute. I mean, we saw each other in December. We surprised you for your birthday.
Mm-hmm, you did. That was awesome.
Well, let's hear it for Wayla. Maybe.
Yay. Yay.
There you go.
There we go. right, everybody, take it easy.
All right. Come on.
There.
Sit down.
But yeah, so we thought it would be fun, and before Mom got here, we were saying like it'd be cute to have Mom on the show and hear about Mom, and then Corey reached out and wants Mom on Side Roads. And you talked to Corey, Mom, and he's...
Did you?
I did.
Oh, yeah. You talked to him just for a minute. You didn't do a Side Roads with him.
No, it's on
No,
next
it's on
Friday.
calendar, though. I saw that.
Friday,
Next Friday.
shit.
Yeah.
Friday or Saturday?
Next
For
Friday.
Sunday. I thought he said Sunday. He said it was best for him Sunday.
I can't wait to hear you.
Well,
You're going to
can't
have fun
wait.
with Corey.
Well, whatever.
Likewise.
He told me Friday at 4.
Okay,
But
anyway.
Okay, does he work at Dick's?
No.
no,
He could.
He probably
He could.
could.
Because he's probably going to be in for one. So I'm just saying.
He's really done something special with our Patreon.
Yes.
If you are not a Patreon subscriber, you should really think about doing it. And I'm not just saying that because that's how we get paid. I'm saying that because there's some really amazing content up on our Patreon. And if you sign up for like $1, you get the Side Road episodes, like the upcoming one with Sussie. We have one with Simon, Tough Guitar. We have Weird Fishes up there. There's all kinds of interviews that nobody...
Eli.
Grateful
Eli
Brothers.
So, what I wanted to just say about that is that Corey took it upon himself because he is inquisitive and curious. Other people call that nosy. But he...
That's what I call
I
it.
love you, Corey.
Corey knows we love him. But because of his curious nature, he started to be like, hey, what if I had Sydney and Simon on the show? Or what if I had some kind of guest that you guys always hang out with, like your No Simple Road friends? And so he not only said that, but then started to create something called Side Roads, which is like another podcast asking deep dive questions,
Yeah.
and it's the one episode with listening to the episode of Simon. After I heard that, like being his mom, it made me love him more, but it also helped me to understand what kind of parenting I did, because you think you are a parent in one way, and then when your kid tells you how you did, that's really how it was, because you're a parent to a kid. You're not a parent to yourself. So you can't say, oh, I was this kind of a parent. Your kid can only say,
Let
you're
you
this
know
kind of a
how
parent.
what you did.
And you're
So-
hearing it. You weren't there.
Yes.
So he's free to answer any way he wants. He's telling somebody that's not us.
Yeah, but also Simon was going to be,
Well, he knew we were gonna hear
Yeah,
it,
he
yeah.
wasn't going to throw us under the bus either. He's very, he's a gentleman like that. But
You never know.
it was just really cool and it's very special. And I just want to say thanks again, Corey, for doing that with Simon, because it wasn't a tearjerker necessarily, but it was like
Insightful.
an emotional.
Yeah, very insightful.
Yeah.
And also, like I said, if you sign up there, you get the Side Roads, and then also you get all of our episodes ad free and early. Corey is posting them a day early, and you get them without any of the commercials and the intro and all that stuff. You just get the uncut,
straight up
episode, and I think people are digging that too. And then if you sign up for $5, you get the Discord server. So, and we are planning another Patreon family hangout for April 3rd. June.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
did it again. You
Jesus.
said that earlier too. You're stuck back in April.
I am stuck. April was great. That's why.
Yeah, you immediately were like, "Yeah, I want to go see Fish in Seattle again for
go to
2
the Hollywood
nights."
Bowl.
And-
Yeah, it was fucking amazing.
yeah, so June 3rd.
So Mel, did you have anything you wanted to talk to your mom about before we do our
Mom,
thing?
I have something to say. No,
Oh.
I don't have anything to talk about, but the opportunity, like we had you on the show before for Mother's Day.
Yeah, it was
and
a long time ago. Huh?
did you ever get to listen to that episode with
No.
you? Because you, Grammy, and Joy were all on that episode.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
We consecutively called our mothers. So when we hung up with you, we called Grammy, we hung up with Grammy, called Joy, like that. And it was a really beautiful tribute. So it was Mother's Day month. And then we had Aaron's dad on, and after Aaron's dad died, we re-released the episode.
Which
But-
sits on our website
But
in
we
perpetuity.
Yes, but we redid the introduction, and while we were doing that, Sydney had called, like spontaneously.
Really?
We didn't plan. Yes.
I don't remember this.
Sydney called and was calling to get consoled about her grandpa dying and to talk to us. And so it was really raw.
It was really raw.
I was gonna say rare and raw, but it was rare raw.
Raw.
To have that episode, but then that, like, the feeling, you have those like open emotional feelings, and we're recording it at that moment, and it was something that was very special. So I just wanted to have you on because it's like you don't really, you know what we do, but you kind of don't know what we do. You haven't really listened to what we do, and you haven't really been around to see we've created a family, like a legit family.
I met some of the
some of them.
Some of the crew.
I met some of them.
So
I haven't been privy to the closed door. I mean, you come in and you record and you shut the door. That means I can't come in.
Oh yeah, because of the quiet.
You know what? I
I
feel like they're not getting the full Wayla.
What do you want her? How do you want her to behave?
I don't know. She's so reserved.
Wait.
So
she's gonna smoke a little.
Pressure.
Oh shit! She's hitting her vape pen, her weed vape pen.
Aaron, do you want my mom to say something, or do you want to get something out of my mom?
She's so quiet.
Because you're the one who actually.
I'm listening. How you like that? I told you.
There we go.
You know I don't listen very well, so I'm listening since I don't know. But I'll get hot in a minute. Go ahead.
Give her a chance. Let's just keep talking at her. You'll say something.
I forgot where my thought was.
You hadn't had her on the show. She hadn't seen what we did.
Yeah, you haven't seen what we did, and so you're actually the one who brought up, like, it'd be cool to have your mom on the show when she's here.
Mm-hmm.
And so my mom is here. It's Monday, and here we are.
Manic Monday.
But okay.
Here we
Susie,
are.
what do you think? What do you think of like the living situation here? Because you lived here for a while, right?
Yes.
And what we've talked about this on the show before, like the configuration, the living situation that we have here is not common. No. Married couples don't usually live with two other people or three other people. Yes. Like, what do you think?
It's not
as a mom coming in here.
I love it. Not only because we all get along well, but because we're all adults and have, like-minded. We're like-minded, so it makes it easier for everyone. And then, of course, when you have your company come in, then it's going to be a lot better because now not only are you and Mello and Apple doing things for these people that come in, your friends, I'm here doing stuff for them too.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time that I was here that you had company, I got up the crack of dawn, like I always do, and I make breakfast for all those people, right? And they were like, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "Yeah, well, it might not be, from hotel motel, but it's it's grandma breakfast. I made oatmeal and I made eggs and toast, and everybody was like unexpected, and it was great. I mean, I don't have a problem. I love family. It's a thing.
It is.
Everybody who lives here is my family.
Yes.
So I don't I don't have anything bad to say because that's my family.
And do you think it's that how we live here is that different from how we used to live in Vegas?
Only thing different about it is that in Vegas everybody had their own spot, and then we just crowded whoever's spot was available or whatever. But here, this is the spot, and everybody's already here, so it's easier to just let's party, poof, and it's on. You know what I'm saying?
Well put. I like that.
That's true.
I'm gonna use that.
It's on.
Hey, let's party, and Apple go poof, poof, and
it's on. Poof, it's on. You've been served.
You tell me. I mean, what don't you have to start a party?
Anyway,
that's true. Yeah.
We got everything to start a party.
Okay.
Yeah, we got all the bases covered.
Darwin's here. We're good to go.
So confirm. It's not about inviting others. It's about inviting your own family and having a great time and doing your thing with your family.
Yeah,
which is to me utmost of importance. I mean, I don't care if I gave birth to you or not. If I consider you my son, you're it. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
Oh yeah.
Well, it
doesn't matter.
I definitely know what you're saying. Being not like not part of the family.
Yeah,
like
you're
Aaron's
white.
friend.
You're white. You're not Puerto Rican, right?
No, exactly. I remember when I first met you. You were you just let me know how it was like, yeah, you were kind of cold with me, but then I warmed up really quickly, and I love when you
Who doesn't like Santa Claus? I mean, come on now.
I love making a fuss over you because
I know
you
I
don't
really
want,
appreciate
you
that.
don't want it, but you enjoy it.
I
when
do.
you get
She
the
does
fuss
want it.
made over you.
She changed her mind
Yeah.
now.
I changed my mind.
And I love the way
I mean, if you
I
guys-
love our relationship, how we joke
if you
with
guys
each other.
had seen Apple come up with a towel over his arm and a plate and my coffee, if you guys would have seen that, it was hysterical. I have a video
Good
just in
shit.
case you guys want it. I'll tell Aaron to he can put it on your whatever.
She
page.
did. She did video it too.
It was hilarious, but it was so heartfelt. You
Yeah.
know, it was honest from him, and I totally appreciated it. So it was heartfelt, but it was hilarious. I mean, I was like, "Where's the dinner?" I mean, but yeah, it was great. It was great, and this is the kind of thing that happens here. Okay, you don't have to have a separate person to have that kind of fun. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You can say, I mean, I'm so used to everybody picking on me that it's just like, that's not funny. But we can pick on Aaron, and that's cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I know. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier,
Yeah.
and I don't think I said to you. I'll say to you, I think it's you were talking about different situations
Yeah.
because I pick on you too. We all pick on you,
Yeah,
in a way,
but not like
it's
that.
mutual. We pick back and
Yeah,
forth.
but
It's
it's not
fun.
like- but
it's
it's
having
out of
fun.
love.
No, but
It's out of
okay.
love. That's
Yes.
different.
Yes.
I can't because I love.
I think
Yeah.
what mom is talking about, in our like blood family, our real family, those kinds of like playful banter
backhanded
was not so
compliments.
playful.
Yeah, backhanded compliments
Or
and
playful.
or playful.
Kind of like when somebody
Yeah.
says "no offense," but you're an asshole,
Yes.
and it's like that doesn't make it okay.
Just
to
because you
say
said no offense
Yeah.
doesn't mean it didn't
Yeah.
hurt my feelings.
Yeah. So yeah, it's different. But here, if you have an issue, you just
Speak it.
Apple, could you be a minute? I didn't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? and it's real. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either you apologize or not, it doesn't matter. But you got an opportunity to say it.
Yeah. The
And-
communication
Yeah, and
is
it's
open.
and it's open, and that's different.
Well, what you said
Like
about
that.
like it doesn't matter if I gave birth to you or not. If I say you're my son, you're my son.
That's
like
right.
that's the whole idea of the No Simple Road family is that we've adopted people
That's right.
and they've adopted us that have become our family
They
that we've
become family.
chosen, and there's none of that
Bickering.
bullshit
Bickering,
baggage
yeah,
that
exactly.
your normal family would have, because first of all, we don't have history with each other like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Second, there's no reason for any of that. There's no hard feelings or anything. We're coming into it with good intention, clean.
Yeah, and wanting to build the same
voluntarily.
thing.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and when we very first started the show, my attitude was quite different, but this has never changed. I've always felt like if you feel like whoever's listening, if you feel like you're part of what we're doing, then you are. That's the only prerequisite. There's no like hazing that you got to go through. You don't gotta qualify, but if you feel like you're part of it, then you are part of it.
You got to pass the test, man.
Oh, Aaron's talking about the secret test.
secret.
That's the inner circle.
Ask Corey
secret.
about the urine test and the stool sample. Yeah,
I'll get.
Hey, that's
but
an employee.
You know that at my age, I don't do urine tests, right?
why not?
Because I just don't. It's my age. You don't do that.
You're dirty anyway.
No, it don't matter.
You've been
'cause
smoking weed all day.
you pick it off the floor. You pick it off the floor is the way I see it.
You pick what off the floor? What are you talking about? The piss?
Get the piss off the floor.
That's
Okay.
right.
All right.
Did I not say
Yeah.
at my age you don't go giving down piss?
Well,
down
you
my
look
leg?
lit right
Yeah.
now. I'm telling you that. I know that pen be working. I could see it.
I feel just fine. Thank you.
Exactly.
It gave you it gave you
a nice
a
attitude.
little adjustment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little tune up.
Okay.
You were acting kind of shy and funny. You
No,
hit that, then you started
I'm
getting into it.
I'm not like this with everybody. I mean, shit, you gotta pick my audience. You know how that works.
That's true.
That's true.
I don't
is true.
go around just exposing myself to everybody.
There's
Shit,
only
no.
3 people listening, so don't worry about it.
It don't matter.
Yeah, it's us right here.
It don't matter.
And the dog.
I'm just saying,
Darwin's
I
not
don't.
paying
Mom,
attention to
okay,
any
so
of us.
since this is a music podcast, tell me about you. Like when you first started to like music, what first got you liking music? Because I remember when I was little, we used to listen to such a different,
Yeah.
there was no one
There was no
way
one
of,
gen-
yeah.
there was no
It
one.
was so many different things. It was Puerto Rican music. It was salsa. It was contemporary. It was dance, disco. This, that, and the other. And then the whole family used to dance. And so what was your upbringing and music like for you? Like, what do you remember that?
Well, I got my first radio had my first earned money that I earned. I was 8, and I bought a radio for, I think it was like $3, brand new in the box, a little AM radio, and it was green, and it had a little dial, and that was my thing. That was my salvation, actually, because listening to music and listening to the stories of the music, it's very, very deep. I mean, for me,
Yeah.
I don't just listen to the music. You know how they say sometimes the music, you enjoy the music when you're happy,
Yeah.
and then you have a different feeling when you listen to the words. Okay, so it's a whole different vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this little radio saved my life in a lot of different times, because when you're by yourself a lot and you got your head full of thoughts that you don't know where they're going or where they're coming from, you tend to retreat. This radio and me were like besties. We were besties.
What was his name?
Greenie.
Little greeny meanie. Well, and that's a common thread too, because like we've talked about, music has saved my life.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's-
a million
it's
times for me. A million times for me.
It's
for
an
sure.
amazing thing.
Can you think of one album or song or artist that did that for you? I mean, of course, a ton, but like,
I have this one. It's a Christian song. I mean, it's a Christian. It's not Christian. It's a cross between Christian and country.
okay.
And it's
Cruntry.
Huh?
Cruntry.
Country. Okay, so it's an artist I saw personally, because I saw a lot of artists in Vegas before they became big, and this guy, I bought the
Don't
CD.
tell me it's Carmen.
Well, that him too.
Him too, right?
Him too.
Okay.
No, but this guy he was young. He
I
was like in his
remember that
20s. He had a song. I can't remember his name. I know that
Okay.
I saw the CD on top of the box when we went to.
Yeah.
But I don't remember his name. But his songs are like, they hit home.
They hit.
And they hit home. And it not only for me, I'm sure that for everyone, because the message that his songs come with
Yeah.
are amazing. And I wish I could remember his name.
I wish you could too.
I can't even remember my own name sometimes, so I can't.
That might come to you while
It's
we're
cool.
doing
Yeah.
this. What I want to know is what do you know about Journey?
I
Oh.
love
Do you know anything
Journey.
about Journey?
I don't care to know anything about Journey. All I know is that I love Journey.
And Wayla
And-
loves her some disco too.
Yeah, we going on with that.
Yeah.
And she loves herself some Bruno Mars.
Oh, dip. No. I like me some Ponzi. I love me some Ponzi. Okay,
Fonzie?
Luis Ponzi. Oh, you gotta look
Okay.
back. Despacito.
Oh,
wow.
okay. Despacito.
Dude, that guy's off the chain. I mean,
Hell yeah.
and
Love it.
my brother just
Best
looks at me. He goes, "You too old for that guy. You know that, right?" I'm like, "Dude, who wants the kid?"
There's no age on music.
No, but
No.
because I like the kid because he's awesome. I mean, he's a good, piece of steak too. You just put him there, it's cool. But my brother keeps thinking that I'm oogling, and I'm like, I'm not oogling him. I'm jamming to the music. His music
And
is
you're
awesome.
ogling him.
And
At
you
the same
always do
time.
jam to music. Just this morning, we went to the store, come back, she's making some soup, and you put on you had Jefferson Starship on.
Yeah.
She's like, built this city of rock and roll. Over there cutting up her ham, making
Yeah.
soup. I was like, hell
You know,
yeah.
that song I used to have when I was in college. I had a friend, Ernie. He was so awesome. He was hot too. But anyway, we used to work. The space
ogling
the
him.
space that we had to work with was so small. The desk that we had to sit next to each other and elbow to elbow, and we both did kind of the same job. I used to do a lot of cut and paste and folders, and 'cause I did a lot of information stuff for the student body because I was student president, whatever. And I used to also review all the parties for the different clubs. So if
Okay.
you had a club and you wanted to have a party for your club, you come to me. And then of course me and Ernie would sit
You were
there.
the queen of the party.
I was the
Dang,
I was
Mom.
the it. I was the it. And then I
You
would
still are, Wayla.
and then me and Ernie would do all the pamphlets and the flyers and stuff,
Mhm.
And it was great. It was great. This kid was so talented. Oh my God. I mean, I was in awe of him. He was so talented.
Talented like artist.
Artist. He was
Okay.
we were doing the same program.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Hey, Wayla,
we used
Take
to
your-
sing that song.
take your mic and put it in front of your mouth.
Sing that song. He used to he was Colombian. And when that song came on, he started singing it. And I was like, damn, that's a jam, right? And that was our song. So every day when we got to work every day,
That's some
We-
Ernie memory song.
that's an Ernie memory song.
Mm.
Isn't that's another thing we talk about with music? Like,
Every time I hear the song, I see Ernie's face. And
Exactly.
it was like, wow. You know, it's like, wow.
What do you think that is? What do you think that wrangles your 65 that happened when you were in your 20s? You know what I'm saying? Like that is a super long span to get the same feeling.
Oh yeah, for sure.
40 something years later.
This is what I'm saying. That's certain that the repertoire songs that I listen to are all story filled. I mean, I don't listen to go get your butt and I'm gonna take off your shirt. No, that's not gonna go. Doesn't go with me. Those kind of things are not what I do. But if you got a good story and you got good music to go with it, I'm all there. I'm all there.
I've heard different about the shaking the butt, taking your clothes off.
No,
I've heard stories.
That could be a good story too.
No, see.
We all know how that story ends, though.
No. We're talking about Despacito again. Come on, stop. I was telling Bob.
Okay.
He said, that song sounds so cool. I'm like, yeah, I wait till I translate it and you're not going to think so cool anyway. But just, because it's very, very, very.
What is Despacito?
Means slowly.
Oh, I got it.
Very slowly.
Enough.
And then from there it gets lost in a beach in Puerto Rico. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
After that, you can look it up.
you do your own research.
Okay.
It was it's the way the song goes. You know what I'm saying? It fills you. It fills your body with some rhythm. It fills your body with that boom boom and that ding ding and whatever the hell that's going on in the background.
I like boom boom and ding ding.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Get on that bus. Shit.
It fills you. I mean, it fills me. It fills me. So when I'm hanging out with the song and I'm talking to it and I'm lancing, because sometimes I just skip words and I just make my own words, put my own words in there.
That was Mel's favorite when she was younger.
Well, my favorite was the signing to the wrong word. You're signing the right words to the song, but singing it wrong in our face, like as you're driving, and all the shit that I used to hate. Not all of it. I'll say most of it. Most of the shit that I used to hate is hilarious and funny and cute, but because
you're a snotty teenager.
Yeah, when you're a snotty teenager,
Mel was born snotty. I mean, this child.
Don't say that about my beautiful, darling, perfect wife.
Let me explain to you. This is little me, so I could say what I want. This is little me.
Okay.
And she ripped me open at 10 pounds, so you leave me alone. Okay.
Yeah. 10 pounds.
Yes. So what up? And she was also.
That was the only time I was overweight.
Living large.
And also, she was so special that she was Jesus on Christmas morning that year. Everybody got a chance to hold her, and I was so panicking. Oh my God, germs! You know, and everybody just took the baby and passed her down like they do with the hat. You know, when they tiding. Mm-hmm. I was totally flipping out, but I was like, oh, I'm glad there's not that many people. But everybody got a chance to handle my child. I was like, oh my God! But yeah, it was crazy. Mello grew up wild, and I think what turned Mello around was when we went to live to a Russian neighborhood. And that was an experience.
What do you mean?
My partner at the time wanted to get the best place for us with the least amount of, everything that.
This is negative. In New York?
This is in New York.
Okay.
So we moved to a place called Whitestone. Okay. And the neighborhood that we attached ourselves to was Russian. Okay. A lot of Russians, a lot of Germans, and very little people like us. Okay. Mm-hmm. I put her in the school that it was appropriate for her and her brother to go to. And within 1 month, Mello's very hairy. She got a lot of hair. She got a lot of hair. On top of the fact that it was long at the time. It was very long. It was like halfway down her back. And she got a lot of hair. So I had to get up in the morning and braid her up.
How old are we talking?
We're talking first grade.
6.
First grade.
7.
Yeah.
6, 7. Okay.
So she's got a lot of hair. So
this hairy, curly-haired little girl.
I had to braid her up tight every morning to take her to school. Within a month, she got lice 3 times. And I'm like, from where? And the teachers were giving out lice to the other kids that they didn't want in the class. Because if you got lice, then you had to take a week off from coming to school.
Wait. Hold the phone. How the hell do you give out lice?
You know what you do? You have somebody, a little Russian little baby with lice, and then you take that same little comb and you put it on my baby's hair. Look at that. You think you put one piece of lice in that hair, it's going to create millions within seconds because he got plenty to
colonies,
plenty place to hide.
That was traumatizing.
It was very traumatizing. I mean, I was traumatized. Never mind my baby.
I'm traumatized.
So what I had to do was take her home. After the third time, I took her home. I cut off all her hair.
That was devastating.
That was devastating to both of us. I knew that. I gave her a boy haircut. I really unliced her hair. And then I sent her to live with my mother all the way in the other side of town. Okay. That was really hard for me. And my brother took care of my baby.
Was she snotty even then though?
Yes, she was. But she wasn't, well, she's always been snotty, but not to me because some of her snottiness is just, so long as she don't slam the door, I don't give a shit, you know?
I'm not disrespectful. No, but
exactly.
I have an attitude.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. She loved doing that shit or twisting her lip and then.
And what did you used to say? Why are you sucking lemons at me?
Yeah, or she would turn around and continue to speak really low. Oh, Dip, don't do that.
She does that still, by the way.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, I turned her around and I used to flip her lip. She used to hate it.
What?
Flip her lip.
Oh, flick.
Because like that. I mean, you know.
What you mean, like talking under her breath, kind of like, yeah, whatever.
Exactly. Oh,
I've never seen Mel do that.
Yes.
You guys are just picking on her.
Oh,
I know. Sweet little angel
but
darling.
you know, like I said, for me, it wasn't a big deal because she's my child. I mean, parents learn to live with their child and whatever. But she was always a wild one. Well, once I thought that once she got past the rest of the year, after being cut off and
laced up.
I was devastated. But I thought that by the end of the year, she would probably be in a better place.
Mm-hmm.
But no, she got snottier. And then now she rolling eyes too. And I'm like, oh shit.
First grade, rolling her eyes.
Oh, I mean, yeah, exactly. So I'm like, oh, I can't stay here. So I moved.
So then she ends up marrying a half Russian dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now you're not snotty anymore.
Yeah, nope. Yeah, and Aaron was gonna tell me that while I'm sitting here. He's gonna say that while I'm sitting here, dude. Like I don't see her.
So, Mom, what was the hardest thing about being a single mom?
What is a city without its music?
The legacy of the New York Philharmonic is incredible.
Nearly 2 centuries of history. That's a lot of music and a lot of stories.
I was sitting on stage for the very first time thinking, I can't quite believe this is happening.
Join me, Jamie Bernstein, as we explore the history of the New York Philharmonic. It's the NY Phil story made in New York, a podcast about a city, its people, and their orchestra. Listen wherever you get podcasts.
Having to move every year, but I had the kids so down packed. I say, it's time to move. 2 hours, you got 2-hour window. Pack this place up and let's get the hell out of here. The kids didn't like it, obviously, because, they lose their whatever little buddies they have in school, I got my own room, that kind of nonsense. But they were
stability nonsense.
How dare you?
Yeah, they were packed and ready to roll when I said this, packed and ready to roll.
Well, yeah, because
we moved every year. We find a place that suits us for that moment, and then you start having others crawl into the vicinity with bad intentions. I'm very, very overprotective. So yeah, the minute I saw
paranoid is the word.
I used to call them roaches. Oh, the roaches are coming in. Let's go. We got to pack this place and go. We were moving every year, and
because you were afraid?
No, because I was protecting my children, not only from the neighborhood, but from the incoming roaches. I mean, this is me. I mean, I wasn't paranoid. I was just very, I used a lot of precaution. It's the way I
want to put up with bullshit.
I mean, after my life, shit, I wouldn't take no chances on my kids. I
get you.
There's no way.
I mean, I know that it wasn't, not having stability isn't ever good, but had you not done that, I probably would have never met Mel. So
yeah, well, and the lack of stability in both Aaron and I's youth inadvertently helped us to create the most stable life for not just us, but everybody around us. And like, I just remember when we got our first house And that place was a beacon for everybody. It was like everybody that came there, whether it was
what I saw the other day?
What?
I was watching a movie the other day, and they flashed to the kitchen. It was just like, oh my God.
my old
I was like, I told Petey Boy, oh my God, look at Mello's kitchen. You know how much work went into that kitchen?
Yeah.
No.
How much money went into that kitchen?
Nope.
And how
I do.
beautiful that kitchen was?
That sink, though.
OMG.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, just that, but that house was such a cornerstone of like stability and same yesterday, today, and forever kind of thing.
It's hard to even like put it in perspective. When I look back on it, it's so weird to think that that's a time in our life that will never happen again. Like that's just gone
Forever.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it's just like when you're in it and it's happening, it just seems normal.
It seems endless when you're like, you're, like when the kids are little, you're not thinking of them being seniors ever.
Mm-mm.
You're just like, oh gosh, here we got to get them to practice. Here we got to get them to, take them to the doctor. Like all these like seemingly mundane everyday things. Next thing you know, we're in a different city.
You're
and
waking up in the morning and the kids don't live here anymore.
That is.
I know about those
So,
things.
okay, Mom, how about that? How was that for you? Because you lost both of your kids very young. You got to hang on to Murphy for a lot longer.
For a minute, yeah. But well, my son leaving was crucial. That was devastating.
Well,
but
that's a
whole nother
podcast.
Yeah. But then right after that, you decided that, guess what, Mom? I'm getting married. And look at Aaron. I'm like, oh, dip. Okay. Wow. He knows. We talked about it.
We had a conversation.
What did you think of Aaron for everybody that's listening? Because if they've listened to the show,
I don't want to go there.
Well, okay, you don't have to go there a whole bunch, but like,
there is no whole bunch. There is just one bunch.
I'll go there. She was like, this motherfucker shows up at my house with his pocket hanging out, no money, hooked on drugs, talking about he's gonna marry my daughter.
And I don't have a place to live. What? No, I don't have a place to live either. Holy shit! And you want my princess to go with you? Are you kidding me? Oh hell no!
That would be like oh, right on, a winner. You scored, Mel.
And not only that, but. You taking my princess, my little baby too? Oh, no. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that. But,
darn tootin'.
But you know what? I've always had faith and confidence in what I ditch out. Okay. It might not be conventional. A lot of people think that I'm too rough. A lot of people, I was raised with, oh, you're a Marine sergeant and that's the way you treat your kids. It's not about that. But when I know what I gave my daughter, whether she liked it or not, it helps her to become a better person. The fact that I always told her that she had to be better, smarter, quicker, faster, more appropriate, whatever, everything, more than. She used to hate it. She would, Mom, not that person, Mom. But in the same context, she stepped up and kept stepping up, and she's still stepping up. And you can't deny that because you can see it. It's obvious. So what I've given my daughter and that strength that she has and all the prayers that I've had throughout the years for her, it's worth it to me. I mean, to see the kind of person she is,
Yeah, and it's worth it.
Even still married to Aaron. Yeah, she's cool.
Oh, you're almost favorite son-in-law.
No, Aaron, this is funny because the way we met, and then he knows that from the jump. Because there's no way anybody could tell him different. He knows from the jump. He's my favorite son-in-law in the world.
I'm your only son-in-law, Susie.
Shut up.
Why you gotta go there, right?
I know that he thinks that he's the only one, but he's not. There's another one who's coming in, and he's
coming in warm.
He's working. He's
coming in lukewarm.
Yeah, no, he's working it hard. Okay, stop. He's working
right.
it. He's working it, and I love that. Okay, because Aaron's always been my favorite son-in-law, and he already knows. And then not only just in words, because he knows I squish on him and we smooch on him, and me and Mel always taking pictures with him like he got two girls and shit. It's a thing. All right, and Even his mom laughs. He goes, "Oh my God, you people are so yeah, we like that."
It is
You know.
funny, and as his friend for like almost our whole lives, I love seeing when the attention's like when you try to act annoyed, like don't make a fuss. It's just like all of us, like don't make a fuss. Like stop it, but you're smiling too. Like, I love this shit.
No, like people have what are you doing? I can go over there and sit on his lap, smooch on him and play with his hair, and then people are like, "Oh my God, what is you doing?" He's my son-in-law. So what? And they're looking at me like, "But he's a grown man." I hope. Being a son-in-law, I hope he's a grown man.
You know what? Talking about grown up. When do you start feeling like a grown up? Can you tell me?
I was grown up when I was 8. I have no clue.
When you bought that radio?
When I bought the radio, I made my own money. My own money was my money, and I bought that in the store where I went to myself. So yeah, I've been a grown up since 8. So I can't tell you how that is.
I still don't feel like a grown up, man.
I still don't know. I still don't feel like I've never been a child, so I couldn't tell you about that. But yeah, I've always been a grown up. I felt the grown up at 8. So
I'm still waiting for the adults to come fix all the problems, man. Like somebody's
that'd
got to
be
take
great.
care of all this shit.
That would be great if somebody come
Wouldn't
and
it?
fix it for me too. Yeah, sure.
We're all waiting on that.
I'll put on some of those panties with the little ruffles and shit, so you could
Please don't.
and act like a baby, right?
That's a different podcast
shit.
too.
Oh my God, that would be funny. That would fly. That would fly up here too.
Oh, damn.
That
Yeah.
would fly, Mom. You get quite a few numbers with that.
Oh no, I don't like that attention. I'm just saying.
Well, in retrospect, in hindsight, now you've got 25 years of hindsight to see, what looked like the worst possible decision on the planet
A lot of prayers, dude.
didn't turn out that way.
A lot of prayers, dude. You don't
Wait a minute, Susie. I'm gonna stop you and say thank you for that. But it was also a lot of hard work on our part as well.
No. Nobody's gonna negate that. That's for sure. But there was a lot of prayers involved there.
I'll bet.
It was just the way it is. And just because you guys are cool now don't mean that I stop praying for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't.
It don't matter to me how much you guys want to think that you're on your own, because you're not. Because I'm always here.
We got Darwin.
You mean my
Thanks,
grandson?
Mom. We need.
You mean my grandson?
We do need it. We absolutely need it.
I think that I would like to think that my prayers have been part of your success and part of your development and how you think and how you want to direct the show.
Well, I think that people's energy definitely does something. And if somebody's directing positive thoughts toward you, then
but the prayers of a mother too is a very special, sacred, strong stream of consciousness. When a mother is praying, like whether it's the desperate prayer or just a sweet prayer, that is like a shot through the heart. Bon Jovi, thank you for that line. But for real though, you're
right. You're right.
It is.
And this thing about it is that it's also the determination. Okay, that you turned your snottiness into something great. Okay.
Yeah,
you turned it into determination.
Let's hear it for Mel.
Thank you, everybody. I didn't know that I was going to get this kind of attention today, and I just want to say thank you.
I'd like to thank the Academy for recognizing.
Look, when me and Mom had the same life, but completely different, right? We were in the same vicinity, in the same household, right? We're in the same reality. But one is the mother and one is the daughter. And so the things that she can kind of glide over and be like, well, I moved every year and, it wasn't that big, or I was a drill sergeant, but it wasn't that big of a deal. It was the biggest deal.
But it was worth it to me.
No, of course. Well, but remember we were talking about like hindsight or later, right?
Yeah, hindsight.
It was the biggest deal. And that's why I had such a bad attitude. And that's why I felt always like, I can't stand her, this chick. And I can't wait till I leave.
I remember the first time I told her she had this snotty attitude on her. And I went to her room to clean it but she was snotty. She didn't like to clean. I was pissed. You don't do that shit.
Well, because that was really the only thing that I could do to
hurt
you.
me.
Yeah.
And I hate that.
That was rebelling, not cleaning.
Do not keep a mess.
Look at my hair.
Yeah, do not keep a mess. Oh, that too. Do not keep a mess in my house. So I went into her room to clean it, and I see this little book on top of her bed. I'm like,
my journal.
I said, what the hell is this?
Diary.
I know about journals and diaries.
This?
I know now. I know
knew
now
exactly what it was. Don't try
What
and
is
front.
this?
No, I just saw she knows that I used to eat books by the dozens. I was an avid reader. So I saw the little book and I opened it, and all I did was open it. And here's this first line. I hate my mother. She's such a bitch. Ooh. I'm like, wow.
Damn,
I was like,
that's true. I did write
I was
those.
like, what? So I closed the little book. I cleaned the room. I put the little book under her pillow. And I waited for her to come from school.
Oh, shit.
That's the way I see it. Fuck that. We on now. Not only... Yeah, buddy.
So
it was one of those.
So what happened?
I whooped her ass. What do you think is gonna happen?
Oh, okay. I thought you were just gonna trail off and not finish the story.
Dude, you don't get to call me a bitch and then go to school and like nothing happened. Shit.
Well, wait, I'd argue. She didn't call you nothing.
I waited.
She didn't. Yeah.
I am proud to introduce everybody to Wayla. And here she is.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
You don't get to call me a bitch
and go to school and then think I'm gonna forget, and then you think I'm gonna forget
just
about
let it slide. Like.
So yeah, I waited, and I waited, and then she got home, then it was on.
Hey, Mom, how is?
Hi, Mom. How was your day?
I've been waiting for you to get home.
No, I wasn't. I don't think I was a hitter. I think I was a hair grabber.
You were a hitter. You were a slapper.
I was a hair grabber.
I've gotten many of. I've got belt, chancla. I've gotten the full range, Mom. You were all of it.
You got the.
I think I like the lip.
I like lip flicking.
Well, flicker. I've done that too. When you flick an adult,
that should hurt.
You flick me, it's on.
It's offensive.
So okay, you get a flick on the lip or a pull on the hair, and then what? You think you're gonna be happy and smiley? That shit stayed with me for days and weeks and months.
And you think that calling your mother a bitch is not gonna stay with me for a few years?
No, of course. We're doing all of these things. I guess to each other, but like in response to each other,
exactly. It was a response.
And back then there wasn't as open of a line of communication because there was a lot of reasons why.
And the world was vastly different than it is right now.
And it was in denial. The world was in denial, and it still is.
Yeah, and the shit that you could get away with then, you don't get. You would not get away with that now.
For sure.
She would get taken away from you.
Oh well, also like if you hit me at the dean's office in middle school.
Oh yeah,
fucked me up. And then not just like one hit, like it was like a beat down, and then the dean is like, "Ma'am, you can't do that." And this is my child. I'll do what I want.
That's right.
Yeah. And so I'm like, and then he's like literally trying to like separate us because Mom's like a cat on top of me, like
she goes to, if I send her to school and she's gonna get stupid, dude. It's not gonna work for me. So this guy, this teacher. No,
it was the dean, Mr. Campo.
Well, whatever his name was,
allegedly.
Well, he died.
He died a week later of a heart attack. And then
see what you did?
Mello said that it was my fault.
Yeah.
No, he didn't die of a heart attack. He got hit by a car on school property, like on school grounds.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
That's what happened to. I remember that.
Vegas is a dangerous place. You don't be owing people money. Shit happens.
He kept saying, ma'am, you can't do that. I said, if you don't get off my back, you're gonna be next.
I was just gonna say, I can picture you next. You're next.
Going and sitting down behind the desk, crossing his
You're
legs
the one that
politely.
called me down here. I'm dealing with this shit.
Exactly. Because there was so many other kids that were so out of control at that school. Remember?
It was Orr.
It was Orr.
Look, vastly different time.
Yes.
We are in another world as far as like
what's
do.
allowable.
Yeah,
and what kids can get away with.
And here's the thing,
gosh.
like, and we've told this to our kids. There's no rule book when you become a parent,
That's right.
that doesn't mean you know what the fuck is right and what is wrong.
Or what you're doing for that matter.
Or
No.
and
Or
so
it just gives you patience somehow, all
you're
of a
just
sudden.
reacting out of your own traumas and programming and all of your shit and pouring, and just trying to do the best you can. And it ain't easy, man.
Well, okay.
It's hard.
And as a kid, I wasn't thinking about any of, it's hard to be a single mom. She must have stress on her plate.
I should take it easy on her.
My sister's dad has really been giving her a hard time lately. Like, you don't think that way when you're yourself in your own kid. You're thinking like,
Your program's getting messed up.
I hate that bitch. I can't wait. And I was ditching for the entire school year.
Yep.
What?
Like,
No, and then she has your
Teacher's pet over here
and
for
then
real
and then she has the audacity
to go
to go to New York without permission.
Ooh.
And expect it for me not
that's
to.
called running away,
Not
though.
you, Darwin.
At what,
That was like-
that ooh was for him.
at what age was that?
That was at 15.
15?
Because she thought she was a grown up. I mean, you couldn't tell her shit. She was a grown up.
How the hell do you book a plane ticket at 15 before the internet?
Look, man, I was really resourceful.
Yeah,
I was-
She never source out her. She doesn't shout out her sources.
Oh.
But her sources have now been defunct for a long time though. And
No.
even whether she knows
She
it or
got a
not.
phone now. All she got to do
No,
is go to
I know, but I'm saying, but her
Travelocity or whatever.
But her sources from the day, they're gone.
I got you.
They're gone.
No, it was, well, you can only accept so much of that back and forth. Because, again, if I was growing up in this time, it would be called abuse. Back then, it was called discipline.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so sometimes discipline did get out of hand. That is true. But it never reached the point where I was scared to come home because I was going to get hit. It was like I didn't want to come home because I didn't want to deal with shit. That's what it was. It was a whole different situation. And, at that time when I was pretty much, I just never went to school. Like I just didn't go to school. And then that time was a hard time. We were talking about, my brother. We never talk about my brother on the show because there's nothing to say because I don't talk to him. But we were close back then. And so there was a lot happening at that time where it was like us against mom, us against the world kind of a thing.
You, your brother, and Patricia. Oh,
yeah.
geez.
Yeah. So it was like a triple threat, which was Patricia was my brother's girlfriend. And so, like they would literally.
I had to finish raising because her mama was not available.
Susie, a single mom, 2 kids,
Three.
in Vegas.
With a wishy-ass, washy dude.
And it's hard. All that's difficult. Like, yeah, you do the best you can.
Thank you for doing what you did for us, Mom. At the time, I don't ever think I would have even said thank you.
No,
like,
of course not.
You don't think that, but like, I think I was about to say this earlier, as a mother, now you think about, shit, raising kids is hard. But when you're the kid getting raised by the mother,
I think
you don't have any
it's also hard to be a kid too.
Well, yes, that's true. That is very true.
It's
And
all life. Look, there is no rule book to being a human being on planet Earth.
just kindness.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that.
That's it.
Yeah.
But you don't know that as a kid. You don't. Most adults don't know that. It's hard to make your way. It's hard to grow up. It's hard to learn to be a good person if that's what you're trying to do, or treat your kids and the right way and give them what they need to survive out in the world without hurting them. And like,
well, I think that we're always going to hurt our kids no matter what. Somehow.
I think that the biggest thank you I got from my daughter was the birth of my Cheech monster.
she's talking about the daughter, our daughter.
Cheech Monster is Sydney's alias.
Yeah. I think that was the biggest thank you that I could ever have. The fact that she allowed me to raise, to sit and raise and watch her, raise her in front of my eyes. That was all the thank yous that I didn't get. That's where they went. My Cheech monster is like,
yeah, she's pretty dope.
yeah.
Sydney is
So
Sydney's the most amazing person that I know personally. Like,
and that's what makes everything worth it. Okay, because children, when you give birth to children and then you start raising them, it's a crapshoot. It's just a crapshoot. You don't ever know what you're gonna get. But
It's like
Aaron
a box
said,
of chocolates.
Yeah, for sure.
okay, so Mom, now that it's Mother's Day time,
Mom always said.
what did you learn from being a mother? Or what are some things that you learned from being a mother?
That is very gratifying when your children don't argue with you. and you know, but you know,
that happened like once or twice. So
I know.
But
I
she's
know.
serious.
I know
But
she's being serious.
do you know that you remember what I don't know? You
And
don't-
she's high too. Check her out.
No, you weren't there. I'm just saying. No, when Chichi and Murphy were together, I used to have my bed up against the wall, and then right in front of me was a TV, and then I had all that space like this, and the girls used to come upstairs and, come on, Lela, go lay down, we're gonna play. And I'm like, okay, so I go lay down, prop myself up, and her and Chichi and Murphy would just sit, just dancing and singing, doing their thing. It was, to me, it was like, oh my God, this was like the most amazing time. I'd have give up anything, any show that you could possibly give me. I'd have given it up to see those two in front of my bed. They used to get all dolled up. They used to put on makeup. They used to put on outfits, and they had the routine. They had their little thing going. And they're 10 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter and your daughter are 10 years apart.
Yeah, but those two are
But they're twins.
twins.
Yeah, they are twins.
Total twins.
So yeah, it was hilarious because Chichi was a little bit big for her age.
Murphy's 38.
She told me that the other day. She told me that the other day. I almost cried. Oh my God! No, don't say that.
Wow. I think of Murphy as like 20.
That's my little girl. She's 38. She's gonna be 38.
Everybody, we're talking about Mel's sister right now.
my
Sorry,
angelic
you're drawn
sister.
into our family circle, and you're just supposed to know who the fuck we're talking about.
Hey,
people
this is like history. So for everybody who's listening right now, thank you for listening to History in the Making. This doesn't happen very often where we get to like stroll down memory lane, and I don't hold any grudge against my mom. I held a grudge against Mom for such a long time in my life, and where'd it
get you?
It didn't get me nowhere, but heavy-hearted and shoulders all turned down.
You remember when you used to come to my house, knock on the door, come inside and yell at me and then scream and throw my shit around on push my pictures off the walls, the wall thing over there, and then she just and then she'd turn around and just go up right back and shut and slam the damn door. Oh my God.
What is it with door slamming?
No,
with you. Like,
because
why is that a trigger?
Because she used to do that a lot, and it's just annoying. I don't know about you, but it's just annoying.
It is annoying.
It's just annoying. And she used to do that quite a bit. And
it was like the only like period, or because you can't yell back as a kid, and you can't say "fuck you," and you can't like. So it was like, but I wasn't disrespectful.
No, okay,
I wasn't like that.
Yeah,
So
I wasn't like that either.
And if I did that, I know I would have had a fucking broke tooth or something. Like Mom would have punched me in my mouth.
Right.
So I knew that. So it was like that was the only thing that I could physically do to kind of get my energy out.
It was just
Well, and that's one you could play out because I remember doing that. That's what, like, slamming the door. That's a whole lot different than saying "fuck you" or something. Because you'd be like, "What?" Like Simon did it when he lived here. Sometimes, and sometimes, it was the wind. I didn't mean to do that.
The dog did it.
I was just trying to make sure it shut all the way.
So, would you guys say that it's no simple road?
Ew.
Getting here. See what I did there?
Yeah,
I saw.
That's pretty cool, huh?
I saw.
Like
Pun.
No simple door.
Oh. Yeah, 6 days ago. Anyway,
I was gonna say, because back to something on why, just when you're talking about the house on Cayuga, when I go to like the perfect nap to me in my head is when I used to come there because there was times I could always come to your guys' house. It was so comforting. It was a home when I didn't have a home a lot of the time at times. But laying down in Simon's room, in his SpongeBob room, because it was like underwater.
Dude, going to Bikini Bottom.
The room was blue and it had the waves and he had the SpongeBob TV. And bunk beds aren't the most comfortable, but there's something about that room. And it was on the cold side of the house. That room was always dark and like cool. Fucking, I just loved sleeping in there and taking a nap. And then like at night when it was bedtime with Simon, freaking poking his head down over the top. You sleeping, Apple? You sleeping? I try to act like I was sleeping because you guys are in the room right now. Be like, guys. Sometimes we'd be lying. It'd be like, everybody's going to bed now. Dude, that's like my happy nap spot that comes into my head when I think of the perfect nap.
In hindsight, like I didn't in real time while it was happening, didn't realize that we were doing this, but like I think because of how we were brought up, you were brought up in such a transient nature, and my family was gypsy folk and transient and whatever, and we really like subconsciously strive to build something solid.
That's what I said earlier.
And it was tangible. And even for us and even for myself at the time, now looking back, I felt it and didn't know that's what I was feeling. Because it was such a foreign thing for me, like to have a home.
It was yours.
It was mine, and
you
like,
could do what you want.
Yeah,
Same,
my kids both had their own room and like all that, and that's huge.
Yeah,
it's so huge. I remember, when you came back from rehab and we lived in that shitty little tiny apartment, and you would like wanted to move so bad, and I understood why, but I was like, hell
we're
no.
not moving till we get a house.
I just, something in me was like, this is when you put your foot down, like this, I'm very agreeable. I can agree to a lot of things. I am.
Yeah.
I'm most of the time you have an idea. Sure. Let's do it. You know?
That's true.
But there was certain times where I was like, no, this is not I'm not moving this family.
I remember that.
Until we move into a house. So you could do whatever you need to do, but we're saving every penny and we're moving into a fucking house.
I remember.
You remember that?
I totally remember it. And I don't remember a lot from back then, but I remember that.
And me doing that was the best thing that I have ever done for my family. Like it was in that moment that, okay, I forgave Aaron for what he was doing and I was giving him a second chance, but I was not going to take his shit anymore.
Fourth chance.
I know. I only said I was going to do 2, but anyway, however many chances later, that it was important for me. It was really important for me to create that.
I think that also what was important to you at the time also was that you didn't want to be like your mom. You wanted something real. So you made it your effort. You made it a special effort to make it work. So that you wouldn't have to deal.
Roots.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it very much so. I definitely didn't want. I did. A lot of my parenting was to do the opposite of what you did.
That's exactly what I did.
That was like most of my
that's
parenting.
What a lot of people do.
And maybe some of it was not subconscious, but some of it was subconscious. I didn't realize to the extreme until again we start to kind of pull back the layers and realize the hindsight. Right, you go further back, and it was like, I don't want my kids to be raised by I don't fucking want that. And then I was like, and I'm not going to have a guy who doesn't love me. And it's what it felt like seeing that, and I didn't know how to make somebody love me. You don't know how to do that. That
you just do or not.
Yeah. It just happens or not. And the one thing I just knew about Aaron is like, I just knew that he loved me and he wasn't treating me right because he wasn't treating himself right.
Well,
yeah. Like it wasn't like there was never any, it was just something that we had to see through. I felt like something that needed to be saw through.
Like I said, it's something that you saw, you didn't like, so now you're gonna do different.
Yeah,
and you fought for it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not a fighter like that.
Well, I beg to differ, Mom.
Not like that.
Not okay.
Not like that. I will ask you maybe a couple times and shit. You say no, get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying? You gave him 4 chances.
Yeah, but you stayed with Jose for like 30 years, so that was a lot of chances too.
He said 27, but no.
Okay.
I say less, but he said 27, so I'm gonna stick to 27. But I don't even know why I stayed with that man so long because he was useless. But whatever. Seriously.
Well, yeah, man. We all make mistakes, and
dude, that wasn't a mistake. That was a fucking horror show. And the thing about it is that we're still friends.
Well, that's cool.
We're still
There's
friends.
nothing wrong with
he
that.
He still sends me my birthday money and shit, and he sends me my little purses that I know that I could only get in New York. He sends me that. We still friends, but as a partner, oh my God, this guy's useless.
Well,
and
they can't all be as lucky as Mel.
Seriously.
Wow.
I thought this was Mother's Day.
Wow.
Now what is he going to say for Father's Day?
Right?
Mel's mother.
Now what are you going to say for Father's Day now? You just jumped in on this.
Dang, Mom, you can qualify for Father's Day too.
Yeah.
You remember all by yourself.
You remember your brother used to buy you always bought me a gift for Father's Day. Always.
That's cute.
He would buy you a new tool for Father's
some kind
Day.
of tool.
Susie,
he was very thoughtful that way.
Susie, before we go, for any single moms out there that are listening, what's some advice? Like real advice.
Okay. I think that it's so 90% put your back into it and 10% gratitude. that you didn't lose it. That you didn't lose it while you were putting your back into it.
That's true.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
No, it's not easy with two people.
It's not easy when it's not easy living in a place like New York that is so diversified and so dangerous and so ugly to me. I think that if you feel like myself that I needed to leave New York because it was ugly and I didn't want my children in that environment, you have to kind of like be brave and just get up and go.
Your advice is if you're somewhere where you feel like it's not cool
for your kids,
but you're not stuck, you can go.
You can go. I mean, I didn't. They after I got here, they said, "Oh, you needed permission from the dads," and I'm like, "What?
Oh, you did?"
Yeah, I'm like,
Whoops.
"What?" I'm like, "No, tough shit for that," because I'm already here and I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, it's important that you understand that it's not an easy road. It's definitely not. Is aside from what Aaron's simple road thing, it's not happening. Not happening. It's not like I said. It's 90 back and 10% gratitude.
Okay.
And count your blessings every day. Make sure you pray for your children every day.
That's good.
My daughters are amazing women. They're amazing moms, and I have
wives.
And amazing wives as well. Well, we're not talking about the dads yet, Aaron.
I'm just saying they're more multifaceted human beings.
No, they are, and I am extremely, extremely proud of both of them. They're amazing, and if you guys don't have those kind of daughters, then you might not be doing this shit right.
Mel,
I'm sorry.
Do you have any advice for moms out there?
I say whether you're estranged with your mom or you have the best mom in the world, that you pray for your mom, because motherhood gets fucking hard.
Yes, it does.
And just because your kids are adults doesn't mean motherhood stops.
It does for a lot of people though, but not.
It does, but like
some of us don't do that.
As an adult, having an adult mom, you'll see your mom deteriorate, or your mom lose a job, or your mom get a divorce, or your mom get cancer, or there's so many different things that can happen to your mom that I think that we're so focused on our children that we kind of forget that aspect of where we came from, and to put maybe 50% back into your mom and 50% into the gratitude. You know what I mean? Like, moms need our help. And I think that for a long time, I know I was completely consumed with my own family. Completely. That doesn't mean that I neglected my mom. That just means that my thoughts, my actions, my resources went to my family, and kind of forgetting that my mom is my family, and I wouldn't have one if she didn't create me. So I think that in order to have a successful family, whether you're estranged or not, you can still pray for your mom.
Minimum, pray for your mom. And if you can reach out, better yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Mothers are not, most of us anyway. I keep saying mothers, but it's most of us, because I know a lot of parents that are not. But mothers are not grudge holders. Mothers.
That's what she's saying. She just said not most. But yeah.
Mothers are not grudge holders. And most of us that are not grudge holders, we will forgive our children for whatever, because love covers a multitude of sins. And if you love your children, it's no reason to not, to stay apart. So if you have a mother, reach out to her for sure.
Yeah.
There it is. There's your Mother's Day message from No Simple Road. Well, thanks, Susie. I love you.
Yes.
This was fun.
I love you too, Susie. And thank you for finally accepting me. It only took a while. No. No, I just let it's the last thing. Like when I first met Sue, I was scared's the wrong.
Who's Sue?
Susie.
Oh,
Susie.
okay.
That was Loki Susie. Don't you worry about that side. She knows I'm talking to her.
Yeah. He's looking at my face.
I wasn't talking to you when you mind your business. Oh.
He's looking at me. I know he's talking to me, right?
Yeah, it was a mutual
Okay,
thing.
Apple, sorry for that.
I just remember because I used to say I was scared of you, but that's not the right word. I was intimidated by you because I like saw your fierceness, and I couldn't wait till you like accepted me, and it didn't take that long. You're like,
no, I
saw the good in you, and I saw the protection, and then when I finally, I can't remember exactly when, but when you first like came up to me at one of the family gatherings and like came and sat next to me on the couch, and like I was like, yes, I'm in with Susie, and once you're in with Susie, you're good.
How could you not love somebody who gives you coffee like a waiter? Come on now, that's ridiculous.
Right.
How could you not love somebody who always makes Christmas good? Come on now, stop.
That's true.
Yeah, and I love my moms. I got a lot of moms, and I love them all.
Yeah. And I have a lot of children, adopted ones, and I love them all as well. Like I said, just because I didn't give birth to you, don't mean that you're not loved like a child.
And see, if you're part of the No Simple Road family, you have a surrogate
mom,
Wayla now. Yeah. So you have Wayla too, including us and Apple and Darwin and everybody else.
I just want to say, Mom, I'm sorry for the bullshit.
What bullshit?
Just the
growing up bullshit.
And
I don't remember, so you don't have to be sorry.
No, I just mean like all of it. I'm sorry. I'm grateful. I love you. Thank you. And you're the best.
Yeah.
My daughters are the best. And every time they say, "Oh, your daughter's so beautiful," like, yeah, I know.
All right. We love you guys. We'll be back on Friday with another episode. Call your mom, man.
Call your mom.
Until then, safety third, hydrate, take care of yourselves, smile at the stranger, and pick up that phone. Don't hold grudges.
Don't look perverted.
Well, you know what? And some people don't have their moms, like my mom. She doesn't have her mom. Yeah. How do you reconcile that, Mom?
Pray for them.
Pray for them anyway.
There you go.
All right. We love you guys. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Bye.
Well as a fear, we've traveled this road before, so we may think, but it's a tad bit of strange similarities that feed an A = A complex. The fears of your past do not equal the perplexities of the current road.
Hey listeners, I want to tell you about the April-May 2023 issue of Relics magazine. Features a Dave Matthews Band cover story with additional articles and interviews with The National, Graham Nash, Wayne Shorter, ALO, Ivan Neville, our friend Eric Krasno and Stanton Moore, Marty Stewart, and much more. Check out the latest version of Relics and subscribe now at relics.com/DMB. Thanks, Relics.
Hi, this is Henry Kay, host of the #1 music history podcast, Rootsland. Come with me on a journey to Kingston, Jamaica, where we explore the world of reggae music and the untold stories of some of the genre's greatest legends. From the ghettos and tenement yards where the music was born, to the island's iconic recording studios. We are so excited to team up with Osiris Media, the leading storyteller in music, because as you'll hear, sometimes the story is the best song.